So I'm getting ready for anticipatory mass and I'm thinking about, what sort of content am I going to be posting on here? I'm still figuring it out, but I like the conversational style and just the total acknowledgement that I'm a sinner and that I am an okay Catholic at best who is trying to get more convicted and knowledgeable in my faith. And part of the way that I'm doing that is by sharing about what that journey looks like. Because there was such a long time where I thought that the faith in the church was totally unreachable for a person who is deeply like entrenched in the modern world. And meaning like I have a career and it is in a secular environment, it's like it doesn't even come into play. But the more that I learn about our faith in the Catholic Church and the community, the more I realize it is so hyper relevant. People in my life that ask me, like, what's the point of the Mass? Like, don't you get bored? Like, do you actually find that's relevant? And and they say they don't understand it. And I often pause because, do they actually want to know or are they just voicing how they feel? And I often just say, like, yeah, if you don't grow up with it, it can be super foreign. Like, there's a lot of symbolism, there's a lot going on, and it's not super clear. And at the end of the day, we're not there for like an awesome homily. We're not even there just to have the Eucharist and run, right? It is the actual sacrifice of the Mass. If we understood that every Mass is a Good Friday, every Sunday is a mini Easter, how would we approach it differently, if at all? And if you're not stirred up by that, maybe have a look at the Mass and how it isn't just about a really good sermon or how is it relevant to your life. It's actually the sacrifice of Jesus and that we get to receive him and his mercy every single week. It is a supernatural experience. I grew up not knowing too much about the mystical side. I don't know if that's the right word of the Mass, but in my last year of high school, I went to private school, and some of my friends were sharing to me, like, oh, when they ring the bells, that's when the angels all come down around the altar. And I'm like, oh, that's really beautiful. So I try to go with my kids and explain things like that to make it feel just that little bit of extra, that bit of supernatural like contact that we have with God at a special meeting place every single week, instead of just like a to-do list, say the prayer, stand and kneel, like people like to joke, or like, was the homily good this week? Because that's not what it's about. So I am going to anticipatory mass in a couple hours. I'm just going to finish getting ready here, but thank you for joining and I hope you stick around.